Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the balls bursting in air, gave proof it does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home
Let's get it
of the brave.
Color guards, please retire the colors. Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. These cadets are being promoted to Petty Officer 3rd Class.
Had a recent medical emergency with my big toe, so I am nursing it. I want to thank everyone for being here tonight. It means a lot to not only the command staff, but your cadets. It's a big deal for them to go a full year and still be in one piece. So we reward them with what I like to call just a winter party. It's an all-inclusive, regardless of our beliefs or philosophies. It's just a time to come together, celebrate our achievements, celebrate our cadets, and have a good time. Now, if you noticed, we need a little bit of flexibility because, of course, every good plan, well, you need a plan B. So we have dinner coming up. It's due at 5:15. It's coming up. And from anyone who was here last year knows what good food it was. We're having the same buffet. I did request the same food because it was terribly good. And up until then, we're going to, please feel free to take pictures, take photos. We are going to have photos during dinner, professional photos, either in front of, well, here we go. Thank you.
This concludes the promotion ceremony.
Sea Cadet, adult volunteers, please take your seats.
Chọn cái bả đi ra.
Color guard, post. Will all guests please rise? Attention to order. Chief Petty Officer Select Ethan Whiteman, front and center.
Anchors away, my boys, anchors away. Farewell to foreign shores, we sail at break of day. To our last night on shore, drink to the foam. Until we meet once more, here's wishing you a happy voyage home.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
Sea Cadets, I've been telling Chief Select Whiteman every time I see him, when are you going to be chief? When are you going to be chief? So it is my honor to be here in this position today before Chief Select Whiteman. And I want to personally congratulate you, Chief Select, make you aware of how proud I am personally, and I'm sure everyone here are, of you. Today's ceremony is more than just a pinning of a cadet. It is the completion of your journey through the Sea Cadet ranks. In a moment, you will join your fellow CPOs as a member of the Seal Beach Battalion Chief's Mess. Attention to order. Chief Petty Officer Ethan S. Whiteman, in the Naval Sea Cadet Corps. This appointee is hereby promoted to the rank as such from this date, 11th day of October, excuse me, it's in the past, 11th day of October in the year 2023. This appointee will therefore carefully and diligently discharge the duties of the rate to which appointed by doing and performing all manner of things thereunder pertaining. And I do strictly charge and require all personnel of lesser rate to render obedience to the appropriate orders. And this appointee is to observe and follow such orders and directions as may be given from time to time by superiors acting according to the articles governing the discipline of the Naval Sea Cadet Corps. And now I'd like to call up Chief Select, actually, yes, he's still Chief Select for another few seconds. The parents of Chief Select Ethan Whiteman, Christina and Alan Whiteman. You will now observe one of the two symbols of a Chief Petty Officer, the pinning of the anchors which will go on the chief's collars. This is generally one of the first two things any cadet sees when looking at a chief petty officer. What you have just witnessed is the pinning of the anchors. And now, Senior Chief Petty Officer Fung will present the second symbol of a Chief Petty Officer by covering Chief Select Whiteman with the combination cover of his rank. Chief Petty Officer Ethan Whiteman. I'm now going to administer your Chief Petty Officer oath. Repeat after me, stating your last and first name. I am Cadet.
I'm Cadet Whiteman Ethan.
I am honored to have achieved the position of Chief Petty Officer in the United States Naval Sea Cadet Corps.
I'm honored to achieve the position of Chief Petty Officer in the Naval Sea Cadet Corps.
Through dedication, hard work, and motivation.
Through dedication, hard work, and motivation.
I have learned by being a follower.
I've learned by being a follower.
And am now prepared to become a leader.
And am now prepared to become a leader.
As a Chief Petty Officer, I will train my shipmates to the best of my ability.
As a Chief Petty Officer, I will train my shipmates to the best of my ability.
While continuing to further my knowledge.
While continuing to further my knowledge.
Of the ways of the U.S. Navy and Coast Guard.
Of the ways of the U.S. Navy and Coast Guard.
I will set the example as a disciplined, educated,
I will set the example as a disciplined, educated,
physically fit, and unbiased leader.
physically fit, and unbiased leader.
I will instill in my shipmates through my own example.
I will instill in my shipmates through my own example.
The highest standards of
pride,
service, and patriotism.
Pride, service, and patriotism.
While conducting myself with honor, courage, and commitment.
While conducting myself with honor, courage, and commitment.
Parents, at this time, if you'd like to take pictures with your Chief Petty Officer, you may come forward now and we will help you take pictures.
I am honored to introduce, and this is really exciting for me to say, Chief Petty Officer Ethan Whiteman, United States Naval Sea Cadet Corps. Please join me in congratulating CPO Whiteman.